to infinity and beyond.
What's up, everyone? It's Roger and James here from the DisKingdom Gaming Podcast. In this episode, we're going to be talking all about Halloween since it's Halloween this week. There's been a number of updates to a number of the Disney mobile games. And so I just want to kind of quickly go through some of those there. Lots of them are already kind of going on. But I also want to kind of say a little bit that there doesn't seem to be a lot going on either. So let's just run through here the list of stuff they have announced. So Club Penguin is getting a load of ghostly new content. You've got there's new residents, and there's new treats, new costumes, etc. Though they are charging $5 a month to play this game, so it does seem right that they add a little bit to that. Disney Emoji Blitz, they had an event going on until tomorrow. So they've brought in Nightmare Before Christmas events, and obviously you've got villains and stuff like this. There's Disney stickers have got a new Halloween pack, priced at $1.99 with 20 animated stickers, including all the villains again. And then also from the Star Wars side of things, Galaxy of Heroes has got the Night Sisters, who I have got no idea who they are. You can might enlighten that.
I've got plenty on the Night Sisters for you.
Right, okay. So they are Zombie and Wraith, and so they're on there. And also in Tsum there is also a event taking place at the end of Halloween Day where you've got some villains. And that's about it. There was the Marvel games. I mean, Thor Ragnarok kind of is dominating the other games completely, as you'd expect. And yeah, I was going to be honest, I was a little bit sort of like, there's not a lot there.
Yeah, and even the games that do have it, it's really kind of subtle, not in your face. I think of the ones listed, the only two games I'm playing are Galaxy of Heroes, in which case I don't even really consider the Night Sisters to be a Halloween event. They're just calling it that to tie it into everything. Disney Emoji Blitz is the other game I just started playing again. Not for their Halloween content, but as was shown on DisKingdoms earlier this week, there's going to be a Star Wars event, so I wanted to get ready for that. Yeah. But because of that, I have been playing the Nightmare Before Christmas event. It's standard emoji stuff. You can get Jack and Sally, and then I think I think it's just Jack and Sally actually that are in this event. So, but nothing special.
No. I'm going to be honest. There was something here which alludes me to a thought that I have had recently, and has been kind of continuing on. The lack of Disney Crossy Roads in this list, because that game has not been updated since Cars. We haven't had any updates for 3-4 months, and that never is a good sign. And there's a few games on here that have not had content, which I don't know if maybe the company are starting to scale back their mobile. Maybe they were putting too much effort in and they weren't getting the results, or if they're just scaling back the amount of games, because we had an episode last week about there being too many. But yeah, it just felt a little bit light, this update.
And there's some very interesting games missing from the list. Disney Magical Dice, for instance, which was relaunched very recently, and you would imagine they'd want to put at least a little bit of push on that one, some sort of Halloween content. It wouldn't be too hard. And Disney Magic Kingdoms. Now, obviously, they just started the Alice event, but there was nothing that would have stopped them from rehashing the old Nightmare Before Christmas, or maybe doing, like, I don't know, another Hocus Pocus or something like that. Throw that in there. There's no timeliness to the Alice event. They couldn't have pushed it back a couple of weeks to accommodate a Halloween. I know they released the legendary chest with the Nightmare Before Christmas, but that's not an event. That's give us money and you might get a character.
Yeah, it just felt a little bit lax. I mean, even like on the Marvel side of things, there didn't seem to be a lot of. I mean, obviously, Thor Ragnarok kind of takes over that. But I was a little bit surprised we didn't get like a Halloween. I mean, they had that spooky box in Marvel Heroes, which I suppose you could kind of call that it. But it's all been a lot lighter than I was expecting. Normally I expect Americans to go full in on Halloween, and this just seemed a little bit like maybe as well. Like a few years in, they actually realised that there's not a lot of money in the Halloween events. People might like it, but it doesn't. Like longevity doesn't work. That might be the reason for it.
It's possible, although it is worth keeping in mind that Halloween is one of the few events that is actually celebrated at the Disney parks. So they do have, a certain built-in audience for it. When you're there, you can see Mickey and Minnie and Donald and all these guys in costumes that you don't see throughout the rest of the year. So you have some very easy alternate artwork assets for these characters for things like Magical Dice or Magic Kingdoms, which has the whole costume system in play.
Yeah, I also think there's tend to be a reliance on like Nightmare Before Christmas as kind of a tie-in, and of course once they do that in these games, it's very hard to bring them. They keep bringing them back if they've already kind of generic characters already, which I think it's one of those weird things. I was a little bit like, where's all the Halloween content for this year?
Actually, I was thinking about that while I was at Disney, which we'll talk about in another episode here. But if you were going to do a Halloween Disney thing, you really have only two choices. You have Nightmare Before Christmas, and you have Hocus Pocus, which is live action, so it instantly cuts off half of their potential because they try to focus simply on the animated. They haven't had anything significant Halloween related in theaters or even on the Disney Channel. I know they've got like that zombie live action movie or something coming out in like a week or two, but they don't have any very visible cultural icon Halloween movies.
No, I think as well as generally with Halloween, it's very short. It doesn't have long legs, and if you put a amount of money into any kind of content, you want to kind of get the most from it. And maybe things like Halloween and Christmas is again, you just reach upstairs into the attic and bring down the same decorations you've had year on year because you want to make your money's worth. And that's kind of how these games feel. It feels very much like we're going to make the littlest effort because we've put the money in before and we didn't get it back. And that might just be it, but we'd love to know your thoughts on Halloween in the games. Do you think there was enough, or did you think what they did was enough? I'd love to know your thoughts on this. You can get in touch with us, as per usual, on social media, or using our DisKingdom Gaming Facebook group. James, where can they find you?
You can find me heroiclegacy.com.
And on that, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you guys soon. Laters.
Later.